My family's activities are probably a lot like yours. We shop for groceries, attend church, go to the mall, eat at restaurants. But the reactions your family gets when it goes out and about on its daily activities are probably not like the reactions that our family gets. You see, people stare at us in curiosity, fear, shock, pity. Some ignore us, and some don't acknowledge us at all. Others make pious and insensitive comments. My name is Sue Rowland. My husband, David, my daughter, Julie, and I have experienced all kinds of reactions over the last 12 and a half years with my son, Jonathan, who has multiple disabilities, and with my mother, who suffered with debilitating dementia for many years. During these past several years, working as a parent educator for the Babies Can't Wait program for the Southwest Georgia Health District and doing volunteer work on the board of directors for Eastersfield, Southern Georgia, my eyes have been further opened to the realization that many people, even parents of a disabled child, have an inability to deal with disabilities. That inability is largely rooted in their lack of education. If people could become better educated about disabilities, they become much more aware about how disabilities can affect a person's daily life. Southwest Georgia is comprised of low-income rural communities. Resources, workshops, and funding are very limited here. Specialized pediatric care is even more limited in this area of rural Georgia. I'm proud that through my volunteer work at Eastersfield, Southern Georgia, and my job at the Babies Can't Wait program, I have had 4 significant accomplishments that have helped to educate and enlighten people about ways to include children with disabilities into community life. First, in my volunteer work at Eastersfield, I was able to get the Marcus Center to come to Albany to create a new outreach clinic at Eastersfield, Southern Georgia. The establishment of this outreach clinic is very important, and I'm really proud and excited to be a part of its creation. Families can now bring their children to Albany to see a pediatric psychiatrist who can diagnose and treat children with behavior problems, psychiatric disorders, developmental disabilities, and autism. Second, also as an Eastersfield volunteer, I created web pages for a disability resource directory for the Eastersfield Southern Georgia website for their Family Resource Center section. I've worked on creating these web pages for many, many months and am proud of this accomplishment. Information will be updated periodically to ensure that families and people have access to the most recent accurate information available. Third, as part of my job at Babies Can't Wait, I've had the pleasure to do research, plan, organize, and facilitate several educational workshops for our health district's Babies Can't Wait program, which is a vital program for babies and toddlers who have developmental delays or developmental disabilities. I've been able to secure these workshops for free. A few of these workshop topics have included sensory processing disorders, fine motor development, seizure disorders in children, visual impairments in children, and how to deal with behavior problems in children. These workshops have brought community people together and offered illustrations of ways to include programs for children who have developmental disabilities. I participate in student career fairs. By providing awareness about disabilities, students acquire a much better understanding and knowledge about developmental disabilities. Students learn ways that they can be intentional about including children with special needs in their activities. Career fairs also serve an important purpose in that students are given career choices if they would like to work with disabled or medically involved children or adults, such as becoming a special educator, a doctor, a social worker, a speech therapist, occupational therapist, physical therapist, nurse. I wish all schools would offer a disability awareness program specifically for grades 3 through 5 as a standard part of their curriculum. Being nominated for the Community Impact Award by Parent to Parent of Georgia is such an honor. If I were to receive the Community Impact Award, I would like to use the grant funding to do a needs assessment in schools, daycare centers, and with families in the Babies Can't Wait program to find out what kind of workshops are needed. Then I would use the results of the needs assessment to implement workshops on disability-related topics for our health district's Babies Can't Wait program, parents, and professionals in the Southwest Georgia area. It's evident from our various workshops we've had these past 3 years that anyone who works with, provides services for, or cares for a disabled child is better equipped to go out to the community, the schools, the daycare centers, etc., and implement inclusive activities and programs for these children. Please take your children out into the community to experience all that life has to offer. Will it be easy? No. Not always, but nothing worthwhile ever is. I think it's very important also to acknowledge that none of us is immune when it comes to experiencing pain, suffering, diseases, or disabilities. And I truly believe that when you reach out to others, others will reach out to you. I would appreciate your vote for the Community Impact Award. Thank you very much.